Welcome to UTA Weekend. I'm Staff Sergeant Garcia here at the 150th Force Support Squadron, and today we're going to be going over the Air Force fitness components that are required annually. If you have any questions or concerns, you can locate these fitness assessments on Teams, or you can contact your UFPM at your squadron and they'll give you more information about what to do and how to do them and how to press on from there. Today we're going to start with the first portion of the fitness assessment. One component of the new Air Force fitness assessment program is going to be the hand release push-up. Resting can only be done in the up position. You may remove your hands or feet from the floor or bridge or bow your back, but only in the up or rest position. Resting any other body part on the floor is not allowed. If resting occurs in the down position, the hand release push-up portion of the test will be terminated and your score will be based on the correct number of hand release push-ups performed up to that point. The number of successfully completed repetitions in 2 minutes will be recorded as the raw score. The next component will be the cross-legged reverse crunch. The member will lie flat on their back, level surface, legs straight, and feet on the ground. Arms are crossed over the chest with open hands or fingers touching the shoulders or upper chest. Hands cannot grab the shirt. While keeping the lower back on the floor, bring both legs towards the chest while reaching your elbow across your body to touch your right thigh. Then return to the starting position. This is counted as repetition number 1. While keeping the lower back on the floor, bring both legs towards the chest while reaching your right elbow across your body to touch your left thigh. Then return to the starting position. This is counting as repetition number 2. The repetition will not count if your hands or fingers do not remain in contact with the shoulders or upper chest throughout the assessment, including the rest position. Additionally, the repetition will not count if your lower back lifts off the ground, elbows do not touch the opposite thigh, or legs do not fully extend when returning to the start position. The resting position will be the same as the starting position. The next component will be the forearm plank. The forearm plank will be performed on a flat, level surface. An exercise mat may be used. The member must be entirely on or off the exercise mat. The event will consist of maintaining a proper forearm plank position for the maximum time allowed. The PTL will record time with a stopwatch to the nearest second and will announce starts. Members will begin face down on the floor with elbows bent, forearms flat on the floor or mat, with the body in a straight line through the head, shoulders, back, buttocks, and legs. Elbows must be aligned directly below the shoulders at a 90-degree angle between the forearm and upper arm. Hands will either be in fists with the pinky side of the hand touching the floor or laying flat with palms touching the floor. Forearms may be parallel or angled inward, but the hands cannot be clasped together. Feet should be placed hip-width apart. Hips must be lifted off of the deck with only the forearms, hands, and toes on the floor. Knees are straight, pelvis in a neutral position, and your back will be flat. The back, buttocks, legs must be straight from head to heels and must remain so throughout the test. Forearm plank ends when the maximum time for the forearm plank has elapsed or until the last participant stops prior to the maximum time allowed. The next component will be the high aerobic multi-shuttle run. You'll run between 2 lines 20 meters apart at a progressively faster rate to the tempo of a recorded beep. You will start behind the first line and begin jogging to the opposite line when instructed by the recording. You will then leave the line once you hear the beep and should arrive at the opposite line just before the next beep. You must touch the line with 1 foot before the beep sounds. If you get to the line early, do not begin running back before the beep sounds. Failure to reach the line before the beep or leaving the line too early will result in a warning. 3 consecutive warnings will result in termination of the assessment. If you receive a warning but successfully reach the line on the next shuttle, the warning count will start back at 0. You must reach the opposite line on every shuttle. If the beep sounds prior to reaching the line, you must complete the shuttle before you can turn and attempt the next shuttle. Failure to reach the opposite line will result in a warning. However, stopping before the line and returning to the opposite line will result in the termination of your assessment. Failure to attempt a shuttle will result in the termination of your assessment as well. You must maintain cadence with the beep sequence at all times. You are encouraged to keep going until you're no longer able to keep the pace. If at any point you feel unable to continue, you may stop the test and step off the court. Your score will be the last successful shuttle completed before 3 consecutive warnings or when you voluntarily terminate your test.